The mayor of Roy and the manager of Ogden-Hinckley Airport met today to talk about what can be done to prevent accidents like this week's fatal plane crash in Roy.
Fox 13's Aaron Cox joins us live from the Ogden-Hinckley Airport after speaking with both the mayor and the airport manager. Aaron.
Now, Lauren and Bob, this is the first of many meetings to come to start up the dialogue on preventing accidents from happening in this area and to hopefully save lives. About 10,000 planes take off and land here at the Ogden-Hinckley Airport every month. The airport property stretches across 721 acres. Beyond the property fences live concerned families.
My community is struggling. We have a difficult situation. We need to try to do something to make a difference. 5
accidents in the past few years surrounding the airport has left Mayor Robert Dandoy and his community emotional and looking for solutions.
Do we have some trees that are too tall and they become a hindrance in that flight path? That might be some things we can do. There has been talk about their older aircrafts that were involved. Is that a link? Is that a thread? Is the way by which the airport operates around these residentials, can that be tweaked a little bit to make it better?
Bryant Garrett, the Ogden City Airport manager, says over the past 20 years, the airport has had 21 incidents.
If there was some magic bullet, some panacea that we could just reach to that would make it so that the next one didn't happen, we would have grabbed that low-hanging fruit a long time ago.
Crashing on I-15 or in a townhome, it's not the flight path, Garrett says, that is the problem. It's error occurring too close to the ground.
Every flight path is going to end at the end of the runway. You got to land on the runway. So whether you come in this way, whether you come in this way, whether you come straight in, it really doesn't matter. The pattern, in my opinion, is not a factor.
Sandwiched in an airspace between Hill Air Force Base on the side and commercial flights to Salt Lake City in the air, Garrett says Ogden is a hard place to land a plane.
And 60 Whiskey Bravo, Roger, clear to land.
Flight pattern, pilot or plane error. Mayor Dandoy says this has to be discussed for a better future.
If that means I, as mayor, takes into Roy City Council through the Planning Commission, way we might have to rezone some areas just to help make this work.
Both Mayor Dandoy and Garrett are asking flight experts, along with the FAA, to join in on this discussion to hopefully prevent change and prevent other accidents from happening. Live in Ogden, Aaron Cox, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Aaron, thank you. Air crashes in Ogden tend to happen around roads and homes, as she reported.
Right. Fox 13's Max Ross spent some time today looking at what makes Ogden-Hinckley Airport different. Max, what'd you find?
Yeah, you know, we wanted to ask that question, especially as you were hearing the airport manager there talking about flight path not being a problem if you land on the runway. Still, how close to the runway does the flight path get to be more problematic? There's a lot that goes into airport safety. We are not the experts, but all you really have to do is look at a map to see something different about Ogden-Hinckley than all of Utah's other busy airports.
On the front page of the Ogden-Hinckley Airport website, it says Ogden-Hinckley Airport is Utah's busiest municipal airport for private planes. So it would make sense for it to have more accidents than less busy airports. But it's easy to see another big difference. Just take Google Maps and measure the distance as the crow flies from Utah's busiest runways to the nearest homes. Provo's Airport is 4.6 miles to the nearest homes. Salt Lake City International is 4.2 miles from homes. Cedar City Airport is 2.2 miles. The St. George Airport is 1.4 miles to homes. South Valley Regional in West Jordan is 5,200 feet. That is just under a mile to homes. And the Ogden Airport's main runway is 2,200 feet, well under half a mile to the nearest homes. So when did things get crowded? Satellite images say a long time ago. On a modern satellite image of the Ogden Airport, these arrows point to the end of the runway and to the nearest houses. Now, let's fade to an aerial photo from 1971, almost 50 years ago. The houses were already there. But fade to this aerial photo from 1953. Now, a third arrow shows the nearest houses in line with the runway. That's about 1.6 miles away.
Sky Park Airport in Woods Cross is very close to some industrial buildings, but around those buildings is a lot of empty space. Ogden is not close to any big, flat, empty spaces, which also explains why we have seen planes try to make emergency landings on the only flat space nearby, adjacent freeways. Live in the newsroom, Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.